Chinese region. We're into map 2 between ViCi and TYLOO, and TYLOO are on their map pick and a map up. If you're a TYLOO fan, and certainly you are enjoying life right now because they are just 16 rounds away from qualifying for the Asian Minor as the top seed from China. I'm the Eternal J. I'll be taking you through what could potentially be our final map of the series. It's a good map for both teams. I'm not going to take that away from them. It could go either way, but with the way that TYLOO have handled themselves on this map in the past against ViCi in their long storied history, I have a feeling that they might be the victors here and now as they start off on CT side. Diffuse for Excurrent, double flash in play, Adam with a double flash and smoke, default pistols for everyone and Kevlar for everyone else. As ViCi goes straight in with a smoke out towards Connector Jungle, jockeying straight in towards the bomb side, checking out the ninja spot, touches off attacker, takes him down, looks back in against Summer, who trades it. Allman the trade right back against Excurrent. They progress down the CT spawn. The CT is going to try and hold on for all they can. Bentet holds out, gets 2 headshots. Allman with a pump out eventually as he gets yet another. Allman turns it back around as Frankie comes in over towards Bentet. Denies that 2K and denies the round for TYLOO. A pistol on the board for ViCi. Very, very nice stuff. ViCi need that start here in this map because TYLOO are a map up, obviously. Just joining us, it came down to 16-13 on overpass of ViCi's pick. Take away TYLOO's pick right now as Allman started out towards underpass. Taking a little bit of damage here on the TYLOO force, but they've got SMGs and scouts in play and everything. The scout from Excurrent going to look for the first man of Allman. Shocking Meal makes his way into towards the A-bomb site. Fancy can take him back. UMP spray from Mintet almost deals with admin. Him and Allman are extremely low HP, 5 and 7. Respective players. The bomb plant will go down towards default on the A-bomb site. They are going to try and chase this lone T-side player and try to take admin out of play. He's only got a UMP though. The AK staying on the high HP members of the T-side line. And TYLOO probably will be doing good just to hold on to what they've got, particularly the Kevlar and helmets on Bentet and Attacker. That's what they'll do. 2-0 for ViCi on the start. Similar kind of start to the likes of Overpass, obviously, when ViCi took an early lead.
Terrorists win.
Eco for the players that went down for TYLOO here in round 3. Should be seeing a decent enough affair for ViCi. Zeus in for Summer. Might be able to do some damage if they make their way out into his angle, but ViCi want to focus on the A-bomb site, and obviously Zeus is over on B. Summer will try and make his way in towards short. Might catch off one of the T-side players if they're slow enough, but in the end they make their way up. And Summer sprayed down, dealt with. Does do a dink on towards Kaze. So that's a little something gained by him, but Bentet. Only kill for the CT side. Him and his teammates will go down. Attacker left to save his Kevlar helmet, I imagine. Ooh, what a shot from Frankie. 3 kills. Diving Attacker, immediate shooting. Very nicely played. And somebody, well, again, nothing he can do. One of the only players that went down in the last round for TYLOO, so he didn't have any investment, didn't have anything to bring to this round, didn't have anything that he can do in this 1v4 situation, so. Burst through, he will go down eventually, so. 3-0, ViCi under contention right now. Currently with a nice lead above the CT side. AUG is in on 4, plus the M4 for Excurrent. All Blind Black can finally come in from the favourites of this map and of this series. Flashing in towards the mid position, ViCi will go out and try and contest the CT players in Sniper's Nest. TYLOO hold of the mid position. Kaze sprays up, does no damage. Of course, TYLOO immediately reading onto what ViCi are doing, so they rotate back out of passive positions. They concede the Sniper's Nest control, the mid control as a whole with Connector and Short also vacated by the CT forces. And ViCi, the back of that will go straight into the A default execution setup. .60 seconds remain here. ViCi gonna go straight in. Smokes up, flashes, Molotovs and everything. Ullman, first man out of the path position, ready to take contact against Execute. Instant headshot, instant kill. And a 5-on-4 for the bomb to go down here for ViCi. No TYLOO players can respond as appropriate. Attacker will try find the gap in the smoke, but it's just not quite coming through for him. They planted away. They're gonna make sure that no one from TYLOO can deny the bomb plant. Man advantage for ViCi here. The retake coming in for TYLOO, Summer and Bentet over towards the CT spawn. Burst through from somebody trying to do damage onto a T-side player in Duck that just is not there. Make their way up, smokes in, Shocking takes down Summer. Frankie comes on towards Attacker. 2-man, 3-man advantage for ViCi. Trying to make it a bit more as they spot one man towards stairs. Bentet sticking the whole defuse though. They will eventually connect the crossfire. Get the 4th on the board for ViCi. Half buyout for TYLOO. Of course, first kill coming in. Frankie with a secondary frag on Summer, easy as that. Two players left alive for TYLOO. It's a simple round for ViCi, of course, with the rifles decimated. The pistols will also be decimated. ViCi looking confident thus far here on T side. Only one man left for this round, looking like a 5-0 for the T side forces. Very simple, standard Counter-Strike round. Can't take too much away from that. Is the way that it's kind of expected to go down. You know, pistols versus rifles. Which one do you think is going to win?
Terrorists win.
5 staying alive for ViCi. I think that's like the 3rd round. Second round in a row that all 5 have stayed alive. 4 in a row that at least 4 or more have stayed alive. So the economy is going to be bolstered beyond belief for ViCi. $10,000 on 4 players pre-buy. Still a UMPN for Advent. It's very clearly that $10,000 is not enough for the T side. I mean, fair enough, if you can get the value out of the weapon, if you can get the kills against TYLOO in this round, then... Of course, that just means money and a round for ViCi, and that, of course, means only better things going into the long-term map as a whole. And ViCi need as much as they can get out of this as well. Again, they are a map down. TYLOO took their opponent's map pick. Spray on through from Frankie. First kill coming in. Summer Attacker trying back with 3 more though. Summer's still here towards Dark. He gets down Advent for 2 kills on him and Attacker. Last man is Ullman way out of position, playing the lurk over to the B bomb site. And there's nothing he can do to recover this. ViCi pushing in basically unsupported. And TYLOO, 2 players in key positions. ViCi so happened to run into the crossfire, and it was good. One kill against Excurate is all that TYLOO will suffer, and it will be a first on the board for the CT side. Executing that one, not quite as confident as the first rifle round against TYLOO. Well, challenging AWP, facing from somebody, looking for his frag. He'll get it. Bonus money. Looking for TYLOO right now. ViCi, of course, still with their economy state. Should be able to buy in. AWP will come out for Kaze as they do not spare any expense. No SMGs. Just straight AKs, AUGs, AWPs on 3 players. Somebody in Execute once again going to get this double up setup in play, and somebody will strike first towards the mid position. Bintet, next point of affair. The T side are going to take control into the B bomb site. Molotov smokes coming in. Advent will try find an angle on the CT player. He's stopped on towards the balcony though, and that gives TYLOO a bit of a chance to rotate in. They've got one man on short, another one just getting into the market right now. As somebody strikes with AWP, looks in for a bit more. Attacker burns Advent, and somebody blind catches Frankie, drops that bomb. Information called out to Bintet, works well for the AWPer, who gets 3 kills in the round, and TYLOO connect 2 on the CT side. A timeout. Many timeouts coming in the last couple of maps. Neither TYLOO or ViCi wants to spare anything. They know what's on the line. They know what's at stake. They know that this map could potentially put TYLOO through to the minor. It could also take ViCi to a 3rd map. It could put them through to the minor as well. That's what this series is all about. Undefeated in the upper bracket, both sides. Coming in with potential. Orbs in for 3 players. Once again, the double op set up from somebody in Execute. Not quite the same position. Somebody going to take down Apartments control this time. Execute on the A bomb site from stairs. So far, he's yet to frag as well, considering where he's been standing so far today. He's been one of the key elements for TYLOO. So many kills for him over the course of this series and the eHome series a little bit earlier on today. .60 seconds remain for ViCi on the Execute. Going to be standard set A setup. 3 smokes down, connect to jungle stairs and CT spawn with 3 Molotovs and a flashbang to back it all up. They got 1 man on dark. They have to use that Molotov on, and I imagine that's where it's going to go. Kaze actually got it on over here towards the ramp position. No one from Palace can push Summer out of position, but they will put a Molotov down there eventually. Nice in, Omen with a kill on Summer. Second A frag as well onto Execute. Attacker trades back on Frankie, and Bintet gets himself into position. Small gap in the smoke, spoiling off Omen, and trades it back to 3 versus 3. Bomb plant will be allowed, and Attacker gets himself in, gets the triple on for the quadra, not quite against Kaze with the AWP. Now in a 1 versus 3, he's got the first. I'm looking for the second and the third. Flashbangs, Molotov's going to try and force him out into an awkward angle. He will get himself on the Tetris, looks for both players. Spots the second, close range. Oh, the no scope! Kaze with a clutch! And ViCi reinstate their 4-round lead above TYLOO. And over-aggression hurts the CT forces. That Molotov didn't land the way they wanted it to. Ideally, it would have pushed the AWPer back out into the open, but Kaze having none of it. 3 kills to his name in a 1-on-3. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful from the AWPer. will force the buyback from TYLOO. Flashbangs in for Almond, looks into the apartments. Taps from Almond, trying to take out somebody. Does get that headshot eventually. "60 seconds remain for the ViCi execute. They've already gotten the opener, thanks in part to Almond. Kaze will pick that bomb up, get it on his back, up here to support the T side, pushing the Apps position. Bintet with a nade in, that might do some serious damage. Only a little bit done to Advent, and he'll fall back into market. Passive control, the Molotov comes in, attacker to strike back on Freeman. Oh, sorry, Frankie, excuse me. Wow, I can't believe I said Freeman, he's not even playing in this match. 4v3, ViCi, storm the bomb site, again. Bintet left it alone. And the bomb goes down. No retake position set up by TYLOO. And this will be 7 for ViCi, looking extremely good right now. If there's a time for TYLOO to take a tactical pause, it probably would be right about now. Work has been cut out for them by the ViCi side. And it's ViCi taking the time out of all people. That's kind of confusing. They're on a roll. Why would you want to change anything massive right now? I guess they're trying to keep the momentum going, or at least let it simmer for TYLOO. Honestly, I genuinely wouldn't have been surprised if TYLOO had gone for this timeout right here. Because something's just not clicking. Something's not working for them. Even when it does, ViCi have the talent to try and work themselves out of a corner. You know, case in point in that Kaze 3K, absolutely insane stuff. I've not seen anything like that in a very long time of casting Counter-Strike. Still rocked me to this point. He'll take face out towards ramp once again, looking for the opening frag against the CT forces. Frankie plays over to Palace, looking for an overextension as well on TYLOO's part. Nothing going the way of the teasers of right now. TYLOO, of course, holding back, waiting for the execute to come to them. They've played well and Galida tactics. I mean, especially towards this dark and sandwich position, they've got themselves multiple frags, obviously. Suppressing them back over to ramp has worked very well for TYLOO. Summer and attacker, crossfire set alongside the AWP of execute, ready for first contact. Out of the ramp position, flashbangs in. Frankie going to spray through, give some information. Further flashes come out from the T-side forces. Molotovs in as AWP from execute gets down one. AWP trades back from Kaze though, catches his head on the way back out of the rotation. And now Summer and attacker with work to do. Attacker sprays down one. Summer gets in position, the smoke going out. Sprays on towards Almond, flying through the smoke. Advent tries to keep them suppressed. Damage being done to both CTs here, but Summer still swings out, gets the second on against the AWP of Kaze, the last man standing. He's clutched a 1 versus 3. Oh, he gets the no-scope on attacker, but Summer trades it right back with a USP. Good hold from Summer and attacker right there, particularly Summer swinging out for the triple kill. Knowing when to aggress and when to fall back. Armor ready for the flashbang over here into the banana. Apartment's face. Wow. Banana. I need to go over my calls again. I keep getting these places mixed up. When was this banana? Apartments. Opening kill for somebody. I guess you can kind of make the argument that short kind of looks like a banana, but that's not even in the apps position. Well, I guess you could also make the argument for apps as well. Sort of looks like a banana, but it's apps. I've never heard anyone say it otherwise. I'm going to shut up now because ViCi looking like they're going to set up the execute here towards B site through apps. Bomb on the back of Kaze with the Krieg in tow. One player on short in jockey ready to cut off rotations or otherwise split in, distract the main defensive of the bomb site over between apps and short. And Advent, AK in his hands. Take first contact alongside Frankie. Molotov's in over to the truck position. Flashbangs over and out. Secondary Molotov to burn away and melt any of the CTs that are there. Two frames coming, jockeying in Advent. Double up. 4 versus 3. And Kaze burns Advent alive. That might just tip things back in balance. And TYLOO recognizing that kill on the kill feed. 3-on-3 situation. Might look for a way in. Summer out towards short. 2 players in market. Very passive angles taken by Attacker and Excurate especially. Flashes in. Will now get themselves out here. Sprays coming through with a challenge and 2 kills coming for the CT. Forces all left to the last man in Summer. Back over on the short position. 1v3. He'll fall right back. And it will be 8 for ViCi taking the T side half. Very dominant as of right now. And TYLOO just struggling. What is going on? I mean, some of the numbers were certainly being posted by some of the players. Excurate is 1-8 at the moment. I think he was 0-0-6 at one point. I haven't been keeping tabs all that often, but you know, you can see the frag numbers not being posted up by him. TYLOO not good for the trades, often losing first frags. And even though ViCi with a bit of a blunder there in the actual execution, TYLOO just weren't active enough to go in for the retakes. His kills came in efficiently. Excurate flashed out of the mid control, backed up in connector. ViCi again. Passive mid control, but the utility makes it feel like so much more from TYLOO as they struggle to get any sort of presence on the map. They've got defensive on towards the A bomb site. 3 players here, including the AWP of Excurate, but he's glass cannon and he's not been hitting his shots. Keep your eyes on him. The rotation will almost be completely necessary for the lone CT player as ViCi set themselves up and over to the A bomb site. Smokes, flashes, here comes a set execution from ViCi once again. Out 2 players from ramp. Summer here trying to lock out the power position. Will spray on the first man. Not get Frankie down as the headshot comes through. But 1 man back towards Firebox's Attacker. Looking to strike back. It's not fine for default when he can't get the kill. Instead, Frankie takes it to 4 versus 3 as he deals with everyone on the bomb site. Only rotators coming in from Connector Jungle and CT Spawn. TYLOO looking into the aggressive angles, but none from ViCi is found. They've gone back. Over to Tetris, over to Ramp. 1 player, I think on Firebox, is that where he is? Yeah, Frankie on Firebox. And no more presence being shown by ViCi other than the utility they have spare. All used up now. TYLOO, well, 2 defuse kits in play, but Bentet's already rotated. And somebody in Excurate are looking for exit frags at this stage. Indeed, he will get Frankie at least on the way out over at Palace. But ViCi extend their lead. 6 rounds between them and TYLOO. Ooh. Awkward Molotovs coming in from TYLOO as well. Some utility cracks and setup cracks really starting to show for the Chinese CTs. Be very concerned right now for TYLOO. Of course, on the force half bite. The rifle save, the CZ's brought down with the Kevlar helmets on some. Helmet's going to be useless in the case of Summer in this case. I mean, obviously, AK's one-shot headshot alongside the AWP that's one shot to the body kill anyway. Two players on the lurk back over towards A. Might sell them on the idea of another A execution as the hit comes through from the other three over in the axe position. Smokes up from X-Curate, seeing utility come over the fold. Does force one man to come out of connector, another one to come in from short as Frankie takes attacker down. That might force a bit more activeness, but continuing. Bintet out towards the up top mid position. Somebody cuts off Shocking, and now they realize what might be going on as Bintet cuts off a rotator. Ullman will trade it back to 3 versus 3, but they bought a decent chance here with Ullman being low. And now a rifle for someone to potentially grab over if he wants to go up towards top mid. Flanks also inbound from Frankie. Bintet also on a backstab of his own. As he faces in, Orp shot legs him down, smokes up the T, try and keep him and the rest of his teammates at bay. Two coming in from market again, TYLOO slow, and Bintet cannot afford to go down. He's the only defuse kit in play. As Summer makes his way up, CZ close, and now dead. X-Cura in market, looking for exits. Bintet doing much of the same. No one from the CTs will get to this bomb site now. The Orp flick doesn't even quite land, and Bintet left with 5 points of health, falling back out. ViCi with 10 on the T side board.
Terrorists win.
4 rounds in a row. 3 rounds in a row, excuse me. Would be nice if both things updated in real time on both the scoreboard and the round board. Double AWP for somebody in X-Curate, 3 AUGs, and the 4 AK single AWP for ViCi out once again. Flashes in, Shocking, facing up, spot sprays and takes out somebody, starts things off again as TYLOO's aggression towards top mid this time is completely cut off. The T side move up towards the connector and short positions of middle. Spraying from Summer catches one off towards the ramp position on A, but that's about as much as he's going to be able to get out of that. But look back towards Con. ViCi making their way in. Crossfire's not set. He's the only man here with a choke position. Takes out Jockey with a double kill. And Accurate comes in, dropping that bomb out in the open. 40 seconds for ViCi to recover a 2 versus 4. Finally, something confident coming in from TYLOO. Has been Tet now. Has Kaze suppressed. He does get 1 AWP kill with a second. Now 1 versus 3 for him. Not going to happen. 4th for TYLOO. Finally. Taking them a very long time again. ViCi, so much gained on the T side alone. On TYLOO's map pick as well, I thought this would be a close affair. I thought the CT sides would thrive, but maybe it might be the other way around. Maybe TYLOO have another half in them. Double ups in for somebody in X-Curate once again for the CT side. As ViCi make their way out and about into the mid position. Spray blind from Shocking, reads onto X-Curate, but does not get the frag. ViCi aggress, Shocking. Oh, looks away from Bintet, but times it well to flick it back. As the utility goes out, Bintet caught with no weapon in hand. Now B site looking a little bit exposed. TYLOO will try and bolster it, putting one of the AWPs out here towards market, but it's 2 AWPs to defend. If one of them gets overwhelmed, you can imagine he'll be going down. Flashbangs in, Excurate still here, 40 seconds on the clock, and meanwhile Summer and Attacker still with the crossfire. As somebody aggresses towards short, knows that there's a T-side player to find, and now here they come. ViCi out the gate. Excurate gets one, somebody traded. Excurate still looking for some sort of advanced angle here on the bomb site. He will be forced away. Peek back in, catches the second player, looks for the triple. Flashbang in, does get, no he doesn't. Kaze trades him. 3v2 scenario. Favor to ViCi. Summer and Attacker want to go for this. Not saving this round, obviously they can't. Zorp in, peek up, Kaze shuts it down. 2 frags to his name, on for the triple, lands the shot of Attacker, and Shocking finishes off the job with a triple of his own. 11-4, favor to ViCi as they take an unexpectedly dominant good T-side half. Dominant good, that's how you say English, guys. An unexpectedly dominant T-side half. Do TYLOO have it in them to replicate, to reciprocate, to come back in on this one and try win out their 2-0 victory, or will ViCi be taking us to Inferno? We have the potential to go there. The possibility is very plausible. Double flash smoke for Bintep, flash smoke and P250 for Excurate. The defuse and smoke is out for Kaze as we move into the pistol defaults and set to execute for TYLOO on the pistol round. Smokes go out immediately, not wasting any time with the defaults and passiveness. It will just be Kaze there to defend it. He'll see the smokes go up and instant rotations to be called in by the ViCi side. The bomb plant should go down relatively soon. It's the last thing to enter the bomb site, and the bomb plant will be called here behind danger box. They will put some bullets down range, but no tags on to Excurate. He gets out of dodge. Taps on, taps from Frankie, takes out somebody, kicking things off for the favour of the T side as returns back from Excurate with a P250, and all the players out here towards the CT face. Shocking gets 2 headshots of Bintep, last man standing. Orman faces, taps on taps, eventually gets the damage and eventually gets the kill, and they will be able to secure 12 for ViCi. Pistol secured. TYLOO. So much promise in that pistol with the smokes up. ViCi not responding to the A site, and then they eventually pushed forward, and that's where ViCi had the upper hand. 2 kills for Shocking, and then from there, everything falls to pieces. With the bomb plant, they will look to eco. The Eagles up, upgrade pistols. That looks to be about as far as they want to commit here on the T side round. Knowing the rifle could take them further in the long term. Indeed, Kaze will deal with Excurate. Spray down, first frag found. Somebody next casualty out towards the apartments. Flashes over from the CT side. Summer, good deagle shot for the first. Can he find any more? Rounds that corner. Shocking's there to strike. AUG in for Kaze, saves his teammate, and Shocking lands up one more kill. $1,200 gained, and 13 for ViCi. TYLOO now with the buy. AK's in for everyone. Somebody might have to regress a little bit and go back with a Galil or a UMP for utility. Has got the potential to buy that AK-47 if he doesn't want to get anything out. Considering it as well, no. Mac 10, full set. Two CTs down towards underpass. They've got somebody ready to challenge him. One without head Kevlar as well. And he goes down. Shocking. Traded back by Advent. 4v4. And they know that there's one towards the underpass position. The smokes will go out from the CT forces. Flashbangs away, but Advent's got a nice big gap to cross. And he's not going to cross successfully. ViCi forced out of the sniper's nest as well. Frankie's got to go back towards the B bomb site because there's no one there to defend it. Allman goes forward, another good pick coming through for TYLOO. Another good headshot for Execute as well. 2 kills on Kaze, 3 frags. Surely he wouldn't clutch this. Someone right around the corner bursts through and he gets it. Kaze! Just when TYLOO finally had a chance in hell, ViCi rain hell back on the T side and give them nothing for the 3rd round of the half. What a blunder, what a disaster for TYLOO this map has been. This was their pick. And rightfully so, they will take a timeout. If you hear that, that's the collective sounds of faces palming all over the world right now. Kaze, he's having a fantastic series. Slow to start, but when he gets going, man, he's got multi-frag rounds for days. Unbelievable. 10-round deficit, ViCi. 2 away from victory right now. 1 bye for TYLOO with Mac 10s on 2. And AKs on 3. TYLOO going for the quick hit out towards the B-bomb side. Attacker with a spray down, deals with Allman. 1 more player back towards Truck. Frankie will get a lot of damage. Kaze set up as Frankie goes down. Spray up, lines it up, does damage to the first, kills off the second. 4 versus 3 situation. The CT's up for the retake. Molotov's in towards Truck position. Somebody faces out, unnecessarily so. And Kaze takes the frag. 2 AKs down and out for the T side. Joaquin comes forward, spots Bintet, sprays on 3, just gets out of dodge. Flashbangs come in for the CET forces. Kaze again facing Bintet, sprayed on completely. Blind X-Crit gets 1 trade, but he's on 4 points of health. The fuse gets in play, the smoke goes down. Kaze gonna look for his next 3 kills so far in this one, and someone with a Mac 10 high HP can spray them both down. Catches Kaze, deals with him. Advent, 2v1 scenario, no defuse kit for him. He's gonna try and back off on a different angle to work with X-Crit rounds the corner and gets the spray. And the fast play works for TYLOO. Thank God it worked for TYLOO, because that could have been map over right there. Still a good retake from ViCi, considering they were down by a man. Down by 2 men at one point, if I recall correctly. ViCi back on the back foot for a little bit here. Of course, the force buy coming in with the 5-7s and Deagles, and AWP for Kaze still left in play. Allman sprayed up by somebody, hearing the scaffolding pop and only getting damage done. Knocking 5-7 at the ready. Catches somebody off guard, somebody with a spray down. 5-on-4 situation. Yeah, well, obviously ViCi not going to go for this one. Better to save their Kevlar and the AWP for Kaze, obviously. I mean, you've seen him do some mad stuff with that big green gun.
Terrorists win.
Probably not going to be a buyout for this next round either. Should be an easy affair again for TYLOO to dominate, probably take out one of the players and just, probably force the issue back on ViCi once again. No investment from Joking either. Mid control established for TYLOO. Passive, 2 players up towards top mid. Face up first, good kill alongside Excurate. Easy as that, TYLOO. Firepower advantage, and you shouldn't expect anything less from this one. The AWP even falling out of favour for Kaze. And Orman, last man standing. 5-7. Does get the AWP down. Trying to pick it back up against Summer. Ooh, that's good. All right. Third face almost landed it on Attacker, an inch away from getting the kill. Whoa. Imagine him getting 3 frags and saving the AWP on an eco. No matter for ViCi. They were looking forward to this next round anyway. Advent for Mars out. AUG's on 3 and an SMG for Frankie, so it's not the most confident buy for the CT side. We'll go back to the 2-1-2 split as standard. 1 player in Sniper's Nest. No, not AUG actually, for Mars, interestingly enough. I'm surprised they didn't put the scope weapon up there, but Advent still holding control back in towards jungle, ready to rotate towards the A-bomb site. Nades up for Frankie. Nice damage done to Attacker to kick things off. It's 3 T-side players from TYLOO, wrap back up towards the apartments. 2 from ViCi there to defend it. Frankie and Almond, what can they do? SMGs at the help, smokes down to buy a little bit of cover, and both players in roughly the same sort of position. They do get the first kill. We trade back from Bintet and X-Crit strikes back on Advent. They've still got 1 player close. Meanwhile, somebody waiting for the lurker, cutting off the rotation from the ViCi side. 2 versus 4, and they've still got to deal with Frankie here. Kaze rotating, SMG sprays through. Someone takes a lot of damage for his trouble, but Kaze gets taken out, so it's all left to Frankie, and not much they can do. If the rifle had stayed in play, then maybe you could have seen something, but... Nah, 14-8. TYLOO now within 6 of ViCi, in the same sort of way that ViCi nearly brought the comeback on our first map. It looks like TYLOO might just bring the comeback on the second. Two players up here for the CT side. Pistol up against Summer. He gets down 1 player, but Advent with the trade back. That's an AK game for the CTs. And also on the A-bomb site where the teams are going to face up. If they can't deal with it quickly, that will be a disaster. But Attacker does do just that. Shocking with a trade back 3v2. AWP for the first. And gets the headshot for the triple. Nice and easy again for the TYLOO side. Approaching double digits, ViCi now have a buy on max loss bonus. They should be able to afford mostly everything. The AWP can even come in for Kaze, and that's exactly what he'll get. Ooh, but he buys some utility instead of buying the Kevlar. He's going to go glass cannon in this one. I'm not sure if that was a misbuy or whether that was like genuine, like a thought out sort of thought. Do I want to go for Kevlar? Do I want to go to play a bit more supportive and support the team? Personally, I'd choose Kevlar in that instance, but... Kaze thinking otherwise, using the Molotov immediately for the ViCi side. Flashbangs into the mid position, but allowing the first pick on somebody. There we go. That's a start for ViCi this time. AUG in for shocking, sprays down Bintep, 5 on 3, ViCi standing close to the edge. Nades in against Shocking, AWP peeks up from Kaze, takes out a secondary frag on Excurate, looking on towards Palace, he knows that Summer's there, he also has a Ginkling on Attacker being here, and now flick up, third kill, on for the fourth, good kills coming in from Attacker, 2 to his name, Clutch in, lines up the headshot, but Kaze with the AWP gets 4, and gets a 15th for the CT side. TYLOO utilising all the money that they've built up thus far to try and keep themselves alive. They have got the weapon advantage above ViCi. 2 SMGs still in, somebody downstairs into the underpass area, and Shocking and Advent instantly taken out. 5 on 3. Somebody trying to look over towards the apartments area, trying to sell something against the TYLOO squad, but it's mostly going to rest the Kaze here with the AWP. First pick, collateral landed, and just like that, the advantage for TYLOO is null and void. Orman here backing up the AWP player, a 3v3 scenario, and TYLOO with the best advantage in the world. Someone will trade back on Orman, but Kaze still here with the AWP. Frankie rotating up, quick shot, can't quite catch up in depth. Frankie sprays on through, gets somebody down. Now it's all left to Kaze to defend the bomb site directly. 30 seconds left, and 2 players to find. Peeks back in. Flashbangs over, Frankie AK picking up, Bintec's not going to get challenged, and Kaze left with the AWP. 2 players to find for the T side. So he peeks up over, smokes up, very limited vision, can't see Bintec close. He does get him in the end, 1v1, and no defuse kit, he's got to stick the full 10 seconds. Someone peeking up, Kaze not ready for this, and the AK spray wins it out with a 3k. And Kaze's best efforts were just not enough this time for ViCi to push them over the edge. And ViCi down to a half buy as a result. TYLOO continuing to make this work. Continuing to stack up T round after T round. Frankie with a try and back with a CZ. Almost turns on towards Attacker. Attacker gets that frag alongside Summer coming in towards the A-bomb site. Advent last man standing over in Palace. And there you go. Four rounds to overtime for TYLOO, still wanting for that 2-0, and you must imagine they want it. ViCi, on the other hand, gonna push us to map 3, trying to take us that full-blown distance. And the AK is up, the AWP's in play for Excurate and Kaze. And Kaze out towards the A face, Advent here towards the mid face, the AWP of Excurate ready to take an opening kill, but they aren't gonna give him the pleasure. Flash in for Advent, facing up, firing away in the AWP of... Oh! No, that was somebody getting that kill. All right. I thought for a second I was Excurate with the wall bang, but it was well placed. AK from somebody down towards underpass. Man advantage for TYLOO. .55 seconds remaining. The AWP Execute watching through the smoke. Molotov's nades in, T side of TYLOO looking to the B-bomb site. Vintet on short, catches off Frankie, takes him down. One more man backing up on site. AK switched out as Allman does get one quick trade. Vintet blind spray deals with him though. And the backstab coming in from Joking is all that remains as Execute deals with that. TYLOO get to 12. And ViCi are back down to a half buy again. Still sitting roughly around max loss bonus. It's still not enough. Heavy investment to come through in the next round. That might be their last full buy round. And TYLOO just edging closer and closer to that OT. CT will try and face out towards the mid face, but TYLOO aren't going to go there. They're going to go back to the A-bomb site, the famous A-bomb site of Mirage. Set execution available for them. 2 players to contest it. Advent gets close. And Molotov's into his position, the nades up also to follow through. He paces on forward, tries to get any picks, but only gets damage on Summer, and Bintet still got one man back here. Peeking out a dark spray, does damage, but in the end it's Kaze with the frag. 5-on-3 scenario. Allman first to respond. One player on the backstab again is Joking, but he's going to get here a little bit late. He's not going to catch any of the T-side players as Paz is completely clear. Summer blind sprays, takes down Allman, turns on towards Joking, catches him off. Frankie with one good pick, but he's completely alone. 1v4. TYLOO edging closer and closer. A nice contention from the half buy, but ViCi only getting a single frag, not even damage done to the TYLOO side. No round, that's for certain. Summer finishing off the job with a 4K for his name. And this will be the final full buy for ViCi. TYLOO taking a timeout because they know it as well. A series that's crossed the 2-hour mark at this stage. Could be going much further than this if ViCi have their way. This is their best shot this round to take over the second map and push us to Inferno. In the same way, this is TYLOO's best shot to take us to overtime and continue the 2-0 hype. The odds have evened, but will they tip? Will ViCi take 16-13 and take this map with it, or will they be fighting for an OT space? Ops in for Kaze and Execute. Early utility face towards the mid position. Execute and Bintet will try and face up. It's Joking with an opening frag. AUG spray. Bintet chimes back, takes his back up and looking for Joking as well. He knows that he's there. The kill comes through. Somebody does respond back towards the underpass area. Kaze with an AWP shot. Finds its man. Tags him to 15, but doesn't get the kill. 3v3 situation. And meanwhile, Attacker, look at his position against Frankie. Sprays good, and TYLOO have the man advantage again. Kaze with the AWP looking for the cross, can't quite land it. The Molotov will force him off angle. And access has been gained to the B-bomb site, but not the bomb. Somebody and Summer contesting mid eventually passively. They're being very careful about this. They know that ViCi have firepower. They know that a 3 versus 2 is not a guaranteed win here. The bomb will rotate up and ViCi will make their way into market, suspecting that it will be a B-site hit. No info on Avon. He'll rotate back towards A just in case the smokes will pop out to the apartments. Molotov's in, that might just secure the idea. Orp facing, can't get the wall bang. Can't even spot somebody. We'll see the utility coming forward. He'll pop it off an Advent. And Kaze, I think they're going to think better of this. Save their rifles. as we go to full 30 rounds on Mirage. After two very contentious mid-challenges that almost cost either side the round, TYLOO do come out on top with a pick back in over on the B-bomb site. You can thank Attacker for his efforts. TYLOO down 11-4 at the half. Now set to go 11-4 in this half on the comeback. We were 14-4 down with 3 rounds coming in from ViCi very early on. This looked like it was going to be a ViCi map, but TYLOO finding the strength within. Meanwhile, Excurate finally stepping up in this map up. He's been a very good element so far for TYLOO, so far today at least. In this map, however, he has been very quiet. Speaking of quiet, look at Advent's frag numbers. 4 kills. Didn't even notice that. All right. Round 30. Last chance of ViCi to Tiki over the edge. It's AWP in for Kaze. First thing up to face up. Looks at the AWP pick and he lands it. Continues to face back in for a little bit more. There's T-side players crawling all over this part of the map. He'll spot the first man, get ready for the face back in. Molotov's here to respond to it. And next face will be a second kill for Kaze. 5-on-3 situation. Smokes at the ready. 2 more CTs to defend against the TYLOO hit coming through. Attacker. Next man up. Kaze with the AWP will fall back to an active angle here towards the window. Lands the flick on Bintet. 3 kills to his name. He's been the MVP for this series as he's going for the ace. Excurate. Last man standing. And Kaze instead stands tall. We're going to Inferno as the 3rd and final map of this series in dramatic fashion. ViCi shutting down the comeback